Well, hello again, Kitchen Science. So today we are cooking something else. I know I just posted the other day, but I figured I'd show you guys something else that I'm working on. So we got some beer can chicken in here. The chicken was brined. It was pineapple apple brine with a bunch of lemons and garlic and sage. Sat overnight in the fridge. I pulled it out. I covered it in some cumin, a blend of cumin, black pepper, salt, onion, garlic, a little bit of smoked paprika. I know we're smoking, but I figured I'd show it to you anyways. And we're probably about an hour in. So the cook takes about an hour 15, hour 30 to do this. Right now we've got some Kerrygold butter here, and to that we've added a mix of like savory herbs, chives, thyme, tarragon, salt, pepper, etc. We're gonna go ahead and baste the chicken. We're right about the part where we want to start really working on that skin. So I'm gonna burp the egg. See how it looks. So this again was a brine bird. We done let air dry overnight. We're gonna have a can of beer sitting in there, and at the top I actually wedged out a lemon and shoved it in there so we can keep as much steam in there as possible. If you look, you can see dripping from all that juice going in. So right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our butter, put it on here. Alright, sorry. This is not the easiest thing to do with a camera. The problem is when I'm looking at what I'm doing, I'm not looking at the camera. I don't really trim them. I figure as much fat as I can get on there, kind of what I want to see. Alright. So there's that. Alright, we'll probably melt a little bit more butter, but right now we're gonna let this go. I'll probably come out here, baste it one more time. So I'll make a little more of that. And then, yeah, that'll be the end of that. I'll show you what it looks like when I chop her open. Alright, everyone, so it's done. We're right at 159 in the leg. Now, I temp here in the joint of the hip, other than the breast. The breast is a great indicator, but the final spot is in this joint. Now, if it's a turkey and it's a lot bigger breast, then obviously it's going to go ahead and it's going to take longer to cook. And the joints are a little bit smaller. Well, it's not even that they're a little bit smaller. The breast takes longer to cook in the turkey than it does in the chicken. Some could argue it has to do with because the breast is much larger in the turkey than it is in the chicken when you compare it to the rest of its body parts, but I'm not going to get into that. So right now, I am literally just pouring the rest of this herby goodness right here. You can see. I'm going to then brush it down a little bit. Oh my God, this feels amazing. Look at that. All right, I just opened up all the taps on my grill. I pulled the cap off. I opened that all the way up. I want to get as much of this coated in goodness as I can so that it's ready to be consumed here in a moment. So I'm going to give it another 5 minutes, something like that. You notice because I had it up for a while. It's probably going to shoot up to about 500, get nice and crispy, and then that'll be the end of that. Then I'll show you guys just some pictures of what it looks like when it's done. All right, there you have it, everyone. I just scrubbed the grill down. I meant to mention there's a convector plate on here. Let me turn this way so you guys can see it better. This piece down here below the grate is called a convector plate. It's used so that as the heat comes up, it sort of pushes the heat off to the sides and all the way around. So if the food sits in the middle, like where this daisy wheel is, that's what this thing's called, then yeah, it goes great. I burned it off a little bit. You can kind of sort of see the coals down there a little bit. And yeah, she's nice and clean. I'll vacuum her out probably the next time I use her, and yeah, I'll walk you guys through another video and let you know how it works. The chicken was great, super juicy. If I had one caveat about it, I would say that I used an IPA to do the cooking, and what I didn't do And what I was going to do and what I didn't do was I was going to drink about half the can, and then I was going to throw some garlic and some other things. And unfortunately, I didn't drink the can. I literally just cracked it open, put the chicken on top, and called it a day. But that fine little seasoning of butter and herbs and salt and garlic and cumin and all that I put on there just made it so good. And letting the last sort of base of that buttery herby goodness on there, and then turning the egg and opening it up and letting it get like 500-600 degrees and getting it to sear on there just made it really, really good. So I would definitely recommend that if you guys are going to try that. You don't need an egg to do it, but the deflector plate, using charcoal and wood, letting it go for an hour and a half, doing a couple of days throughout, I would definitely recommend that. It made a world of difference. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you have any questions, please go ahead and put them down. Thanks.